So Jennifer, as a patient care department, you have a very specific job, and you see EMS walking down the hallway there from the ambulance doors with somebody that's unhappy and loud and shouting. How does that make you feel knowing what you're potentially going to have to do?
It gets me a little bit anxious because sometimes, you know, that corner that we're in is almost always populated with whether it's like sick patients coming through or, just psych patients coming through. It's a very busy section.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me kind of anxious knowing that, we have another one coming in, especially if we don't have an open room and they have to be in a hallway.
Yeah.
Because then there's the blind spots for keeping them safe.
Right. So when
To say I feel anxious in charge when there's because it's surrounding, but I can walk away. What do you ever feel, or how does the conversation go when you have to bring it to a charge nurse? Like, I can't help take care of one more person that you stacked up in my corner here.
Well, that kind of makes me feel like a failure sometimes, but that definitely does happen a lot more frequently now. We have so many patients, and there's just one, usually me on my shift, the only one watching them, from 7P to 7A.
yeah. So when you're watching someone that is kind of needy or asking for a lot or wanting to speak to the nurse a lot, and your role is to alert the nurse, right?
Yeah.
To let them know. So when you tell the nurse, this is 2 parts, by the way. So does it make you feel as the messenger when they receive it very badly? You take it out on you. And number two, how does it make you feel when the nurse doesn't go back to the patient and do what they need them to do, and then the patient escalates from there?
It kind of makes me feel like, I'm being killed in the messenger, type of thing. When I have to be the basically middleman. And if I have to tell them, like in the scenario when she asked for the water, well, I know as protocol, we have to wait for the doctor to see them to see if they wanted to run any tests, any things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course she was very frustrated with that answer. And with the nurse not immediately going back, I mean, I understand, they may have the trauma, they may have an IMC patient and things like that, but you can't really tell that to the psych patient. Oh, well, you're not important enough,
Right.
type of thing.
Yeah.
So
it puts you in an awkward position.
Yeah, I feel like my hands are tied quite a bit.
Yeah. So if you had to give one piece of advice to every nurse in the department about that, what would you say?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd have to say to probably maybe work more as a team, because I do notice that there is like a lot of certain patients that almost always take the psych patients. And then there's like always the ones that take the IMC patients. It's almost like they don't want to work as a team and make it the same workload. Like, my patient, that a psych patient's nurse may have like 5 patients on their pod, and you see another person on their pod that has 2, where if they would have made it more even, then it wouldn't be as hard on that psych patient, possibly.
That's very good.
Do you ever, or how would you convey if a patient's actions, in this particular patient, she escalated quite quickly. There were staff in the room, but inevitably, when the staff all fling the curtain back open and pile back out, you're the person that's left there. Do you ever feel, especially like if she didn't end up restrained, but they kind of had her talked into what was going to happen next? Do you ever feel afraid? I mean, she's just about to throw a shoe at a different employee. Who's to say she's not going to throw it at you next?
Yeah. That definitely has scared me, especially since I have been attacked by a patient. Like, I wasn't too scared before then. When then that actually happened now, I have that always in the back of my mind of, because I didn't even necessarily see that happening to me that day. Like, I knew we had a lot in the hallway. I'd even seen that patient before. She was a regular, would have never expected that out of her, type of thing. So it kind of had a bias in my head too with that patient for her to escalate that high.
So you feel like you let your guard down a little
Yeah.
bit?
But it does definitely make me anxious
Yeah.
because, you know, if she wasn't restrained and she wanted to come at someone, I'm the first person she would
Yeah.
get.
Do you ever feel bad for the patient?
Yes.
So when you got injured or got attacked by a patient, was it because a patient wanted something that you couldn't give, or you tried to get them help and nobody would respond and it just escalated? Or
Yeah.
do you mind describing the circumstance without giving a lot of details? Was it something that could have been prevented?
Yeah. Well, she was in a hallway kind of out of my view. She was in hallway D and she wanted to outright leave. The doctor hadn't come and seen her yet. She wanted to leave. The only person I'd seen her was the nurse. The nurse said, a tech's going to come change you. She hadn't been changed for a while. She just decided to up and leave. And I'm like, no, you need to stay. The doctor needs to see you. And then she just clawed at me. I mean, she knew the protocol because she's been there
So
before.
had somebody seen her sooner and maybe made that first contact and
Yeah.
established a plan,
Yeah.
maybe that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
I'm also sorry. But,
I knew about it, so
well,
I said this. We're really sorry as nurses that you've had to experience something that maybe we could have prevented or been better communicators with you or Julie or any of the other companions, you know, because I think that, as you said, we should promote teamwork. And if that's one thing that this can accomplish, it'll be a victory. So I appreciate you coming today and sharing that.
Thank you.